you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait, hop up in this race. No, this not a date, this a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late, think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby, be like some. Wait, call Jake, think I need that.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Miami Heat. The jump controlled by Miami. Ish Smith. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Ish Smith to Waiters. Here comes the screen. Waiters against Al-Farouq Aminu. Smith. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Teague. Almost unlucky bounce.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Smith. Ish Smith missed his first. That one goes.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Teague to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Butler to Towns. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air. 24-second violation. Ish Smith, defended by Jeff Teague. Waiters. Off the mark. No good. Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Ish Smith to Waiters. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the top.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Ish Smith at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 66%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Oh, he had it. Ish Smith. Good. Off a spin.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here comes the screen. Smith to the basket, but it stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
It's the Heat with the possession. Ish Smith to Whiteside. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And he's going to the line to shoot two.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Ish Smith, guarded by Jeff Teague. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Ish Smith. Driving right to the basket. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Can't connect on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. Ish Smith. Winslow picked up by T. To Smith. For three, good closeout, but Ish Smith still knocks it down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To Butler. Shot clock winding down. Screen coming. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
T. Pass stolen by Miami. Waiters sizing up Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Waiters. Down to 5 on the 24. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Towns. Slam dunk. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Hassan Whiteside. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Butler. Won't go. Gorgie Jang with the block. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. No good. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Screen coming. Is Smith matched up with Jang. 5 to shoot for Miami. Is Smith now 4 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Locked in. Nothing going here on that drive. To Smith. Gorgie Jang swats in. The draw. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Is Smith. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Here comes the screen.
Screen left.
Is Smith. To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 4. Good start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Turns and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Timberwolves have the basketball.
I got him.
To Randolph. They'll go to Butler, down low, and throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 18.
Is Smith. Curling inside. And count the basket.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Desperation shot here from half court. We played one at Target Center with the Timberwolves on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Butler. Fine to shoot. Jimmy Butler for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Miami's got it. James Johnson, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
To Butler. The Wolves down to 4 on the shot clock. Butler for 2. Not that time. To Whiteside. To Butler. Bam Adebayo. Rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Knocked loose.
Defense, let's go.
Tyler Johnson matched up with Aminu.
Green, get over. Hey, back door, watch that back door.
And the basket good at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Match up, y'all. Hey, match up.
To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hey, you got the screen right.
To Butler.
Come left.
Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 7. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball.
Shot from the lane won't go. Richardson matched up with Jang. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Jumper's good.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Miami Heat, number 20,
Miami with the basketball. Winslow sizing up Aminu. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. 5 to shoot for Miami. Can't connect. Goes to the left side. Jimmy Butler with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Butler into the front court. Down 2 to Randolph. To Butler. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Randolph. Not that time. From the painted area, won't go down. And Jimmy Butler. Shot won't go. Richardson. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Tyler Johnson. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
stepping in for Miami, number 11, Dion Waiters.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. To Waiters. Gorgie Jang sends it away. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-rules. Waiters. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Tyler Johnson, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Good shot, good shot.
Able to convert on both free throws.
I like that.
Teague with the basketball. Down 4. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Whiteside. Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jeff Teague. To Waiters. Tyler Johnson matched up with the former Wildcat. He's looking for that touch. Butler to bring it up. Trailing by 4. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Butler. And stuffs it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. Waiters picked up by Gorgie Jang. Add 2 points to the board.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Minnesota with the basketball to Towns. Butler. Teague, a shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Waiters. And the rebound taken by the Wolves. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Teague. No good. Whiteside clears the board. Good look that time, but off the mark. Teague with it up top. Down 5. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Waiters. Knocked loose. And this will be out of bounds off of Butler, so it's going to stay with Miami. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Tyler Johnson, guarded by Jeff Teague. To Waiters. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of...
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Scores from the post. He'd have the basketball. To Whiteside. Teague with the basketball. Down by one. Pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Jimmy Butler at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw.
Number 50, Zach Randolph. Entering the game for Miami. Number 14.
And he makes them both. Waiters picked up by Teague. Here comes the screen. To Whiteside and finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
It's Minnesota basketball. Teague. Probing the defense, and he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Is Smith to Whiteside. To Smith. Here comes the screen. Is Smith. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Let's go, let's get out of here. Come on.
To Teague. Short jumper misses. Is Smith to Whiteside. To Waiters. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out to Teague. Nothing going here on that drive. Big finish at the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 0, Jeff.
Is Smith, defended by Jeff Teague. Knocked loose. Wolves have it. Ah, rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Got it. Good try, good try. Don't let it quit, don't let it quit.
reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Timberwolves are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Heat are still very much in this matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scores for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Steals.
We might be enjoying these first half highlights of steals, but I'm sure the coaches won't be in the next film session. Neither of these teams have been consistently able to maintain control of the basketball.
Player of the half.
Butler really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Butler into the front court. The lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. T to Butler. Trying to cash in. Butler with a shot. No good.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt. And that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
To Butler. T. It's the Heat with the possession. Waiters. Tough matchup against Butler. Count the basket inside.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Ish Smith. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Ish Smith, picked up by Teague. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Smith. Fires the three, and it's Butler with the rebound. And count the basket inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's the Heat with the possession. Ish Smith. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Butler. To Towns. Down low. Karl Anthony Towns. He's 3 for 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Ish Smith to Waiters. Nothing going here on that drive. Waiters. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Teague to Towns. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Here comes the screen. Olynyk, defended by Towns. Gets a shot up off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Over to the right side. To Towns. Rebound taken by Olynyk. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. To Waiters. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Dion Waiters. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second as well. Teague with it up top. Lead is 12. Short jumper won't fall. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Here comes the screen. Ish Smith matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Whiteside. short jumper won't go down. Karl Anthony Towns with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Hassan Whiteside pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down.
Number 0.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Teague with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Butler to Towns. Surveys the floor. Sizing up the defense. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Richardson against Karl Anthony Towns. And the rebound taken in by the T-Wolves. To Butler. Runners good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Butler. You've got to get that one to go.
Defense, let's go.
To Richardson. Smith. And the rebound comes to Aminu. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jeff Teague. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Stepping in for the Heat, number 19 and number 16, James Johnson.
Is Smith, defended by Towns. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Butler. To Towns. Takes stock of the floor. Towns. Can't connect.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
To Towns. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Towns. To Butler. 4-3. That no good, off the mark. lays it up and in.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Minnesota at the controls to Towns. Can't connect from in close. Is Smith. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Down low Towns. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Is Smith. James Johnson sizing up Butler. And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Butler. To Towns. Scores from the post. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to shuffle things up.
For Miami, number 8.
To Richardson. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away. Timberwolves have the basketball.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Whiteside. Knocked loose. And this will be out of bounds off of Butler. Jang able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Miami's got it.
Hey, lock up.
To Richardson. Probing the defense.
On your right.
Richardson. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Add 2 points to the board. They'll let one fly from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way as the Timberwolves enjoy a nice cushion so far. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Al-Farouq Aminu, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Miami with the basketball. Waiters matched up with Jimmy Butler. And the rebound brought down by Jang. Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. He'd have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Winslow against Al-Farouq Aminu. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Got it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Coming right back to you.
Minnesota with the basketball. Butler to Towns. probing the defense. Pulled down by Whiteside.
Here we go.
Terrific vision. Josh Richardson. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. Oh, big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Smith. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Into the game for Minnesota, number 5, rookie James.
2 for 2 on that trip. To Teague. Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Teague. They get it down for Towns. Hassan Whiteside. Huge block. He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here comes the screen. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Butler to Towns. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Richardson. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Butler.
I'm here. Oh, yeah.
Towns. And a nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's the Heat with the possession. Is Smith. And the Timberwolves have the rebound. From long range. And he buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Is Smith. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
I got him. Here we go.
Not done yet. To Butler. Towns. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air.
For Minnesota,
New blood coming in for both sides.
for the Heat, number 16, James Johnson. Subbing in for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 15.
Is Smith. to Richardson. Josh Richardson looking good, 4 for 5.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by Olynyk.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
Ish Smith to Richardson. Gorgie Jang with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It's Minnesota basketball. Butler to Towns. Surveys the floor. Short jumper off the mark.
My ball.
Richardson sizing up Butler. To Whiteside. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Butler into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Towns. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl-Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
And Towns with the flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl-Anthony Towns. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Ish Smith, defended by Towns. Here comes the screen. Smith. Can't get the bounce. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Double.
To Towns. Butler. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Ish Smith to Richardson. Knocked loose. Taken by the Wolves. Runners good there.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Ish Smith to Richardson. Has a chance. Smith shot no good. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Whiteside. Sizing up the defense. Whiteside. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Can't connect from inside. Whiteside. The monster stuff.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Towns. trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Ish Smith, defended by Towns. To Richardson. Whoa, what a finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Towns. Lets it fly from long range, trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Yep, I got him. I got him.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Second ball.
Ish Smith to Richardson. Here comes the screen. Richardson against Karl Anthony Towns. To Smith. Gets an open look and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
The passing has been great, but the movement without the ball has been even better. Seeing a play before it happens is a skill set a lot of people don't talk about. But a great pass combined with great movement, good luck with that.
17-footer at the buzzer. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Timberwolves got themselves a win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes this has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.